We start this afternoon with a rivalry renewed. Top-ranked Alabama on the road to face number 11 Florida at the Swamp. As we take a look back at some of the best moments from these two. How about 1992? The Tide were undefeated. The score was tied, but Florida quarterback Shane Matthews threw an interception returned by Antonio Langham for the game-winning touchdown. Move 16 years ahead to the SEC Championship. Alabama and Florida 1-4 respectively. Florida handed Alabama their first loss of the season behind a 3-touchdown performance from Tim Tebow. And most recently, we have the 2020 matchup in the SEC Championship game, a shootout with Alabama, just the third FBS Conference Championship game all time where both teams scored more than 45 points.
We know how good of an opponent Florida is. We know how hostile the environment is going to be. So we know how hard we have to work and how much we have to prepare for them. We know it's going to be loud. We know there's going to be a lot of energy. And it's a really good team. So, again, it comes with preparation throughout the week.
This is why you come to Florida, so you could play in these type of games and this environment. So it means a lot just because you want to play in big games. So it's fun.
Crowd behind you, having 90,000 Gator fans going crazy always gives you a little bit of an edge and a little bit of an advantage.
Time for our weekend wake-up, brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast. Alabama has a 75% chance to reach this year's college football playoff. That's the best in the FBS, according to the All-State Playoff Predictor. The Gators are 8th at 15%, but could close the gap significantly with a win on Saturday. To do that, they'll need stellar play from the quarterback position, Eric. And you know what? They're sticking with Emory Jones for now, but we know both quarterbacks are expected to play. What do you expect and how do you anticipate this to play out with the dual quarterback system?
Yeah, two quarterback systems are always interesting. And when you can have two guys who are very different and not alike at all, that presents unique challenges. Now, as an offensive lineman, as a former player, I didn't love it. I didn't think that it was the greatest thing for us, but Emory Jones is a great talent. Anthony Richardson can do so many things with his legs and for you that you almost don't want to leave him on the sideline. So, going to be interesting. How much does Anthony play? How much does he get in there? Because we know that Emory is the guy. We know that he's their leader, but just how far will this two quarterback system go?
Yeah, that's the question, Eric, and I love it. Like, two quarterback systems either work really well or they fail really miserably. And obviously, Anthony Richardson is a phenomenal talent, maybe the best talent at quarterback that Florida has had. But when I think about this game, I think about defense, and not any defense, Alabama's defense. They've got Henry To'oTo'o at middle linebacker, and they've got Christian Harris as well, who may be just spying Anthony Richardson if Anthony Richardson happens to go in the game. And so, yes, two quarterback systems are great, but you got a Mike linebacker right there, a quarterback on the defense who is dominant. Not only is he dominant, but he's the guy who gets the guys around him in the right place at the right time. Transfer from Tennessee. He gets everybody where they need to be. And that's why Alabama's defense is the best they've been probably in about a decade.
That's bad news for just about everybody they play because they've been pretty darn good in that decade, Sam. And, of course, this forces Nick Saban to get ready for two quarterbacks, but we also know he's a pro at preparing his players and preparing his defense.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.